6.6 combining transformations of sinusoidal functions. So we're going to just do the same thing we were doing before, just more than one thing is going to be happening. So let's start, let's put our axis down here. So there's our graph. Okay, now let's look at all our values. So our A value is 1 over 4. Our B value is 3. Our C value is negative pi over 6. And our D value is 2. So what this tells me is that the midline is at 2. It also tells me that the amplitude is 0.25, which will help me find the max, which is going to be 2.25, and the min, which is going to be 1.75. It also is going to help me find the period. So a cosine function has a period of 2 pi divided by our b value, so 2 pi over 3. We're going to take that number and we're going to divide it by 4. So we have 2 pi over 3 divided by 4, which is 2 pi over 12, which is pi over 6. So each of our sections of our graph are going to go by pi over 6's. And we need to get from negative 2 pi to positive pi. So we're going to say every 2 lines is worth pi over 6, which means that every 3 lines is worth pi over 2. And I'm just going to graph the pi over 2's. So 1, 2, 3, and we have pi. 1, 2, 3, 3 pi over 2. 1, 2, 3, wow, I had exactly the right amount of space. 2 pi. And on this side, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, negative pi over 2. 1, 2, 3, negative pi. 1, 2, 3, negative 3 pi over 2. And 1, 2, 3, negative 2 pi. All right, now we can graph. So I'm gonna draw in my midline at 2. So we're going up by quarters. So let's go every 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1. 1. Nope, that's way too few. 0.5, 1. 0.5, 2. 0.5, 3. That's how it's going to have to be. So we're going to go midline here at 2. It's a cosine function, so I'm going to start at max. And I'm going to start at my max, pi over 6 to the left. So pi over 6 to the left, I'm going to start at the maximum, which is 2.25. Which will be right there. And then every pi over 6, we're going to go to a new section, so it's going to hit the midline, then it's going to hit the minimum, then it's going to hit the midline, every 2 lines, basically. So then it's going to hit the maximum, midline, minimum, midline, maximum, midline, minimum, midline, maximum. Screwed that up. Somewhere I screwed up. Yeah, it's really hard to see on the iPad. Okay, that's good. This point's wrong. So there, 2 lines, 2 lines, 2 lines, 2 lines, and it should end at the minimum. Okay, that looks better. And then we're going to keep going on the other side too, so we have midline, 2 lines, minimum, 2 lines, midline, 2 lines, maximum, midline, minimum, midline, maximum, midline, minimum, midline. So it's going to look like that. So there's our graph. So you were able to graph it. Good job. All right. Let's make an equation from this. We can make it as a sine and as a cosine function. So first I'm going to find my max, 6, my min, 4. To find my midline, I'm going to take them and add them together and divide by 2 to get, oops, that is a -4, Miss Douglas, to get 1. 5, that makes no sense. So be careful with your negatives. Okay, so my midline is 1, so let's go A, B, C, D. That means my D value is 1. Now I can find my amplitude, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So amp, remember, is the max minus the mid, which is 5. So I know, oh, I just wrote A. Alright, 5. We can also find our period length. So we can go peak to peak, or we can go start to finish, or whatever. But what I will know is that every 2 lines is worth pi over 6, which means that every line is worth pi over 12. So I can count with pi over 12s. And let's go peak to peak. So 1 pi over 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our period length is 8 pi over 12, which is the same as 2 pi over 3. So counting by your lines is your best way there. So to find my b value, it's sine and cosine functions, so we're going to take 2 pi and divide it by 2 pi over 3, which is the same as 2 pi times 3 over 2 pi. So it is 3. And our c value is going to change depending on which function we're doing. So if it is a sine function, it starts here. And that is at 1, 2, 3 pi over 12, which is pi over 4. And if it's a cosine function, the first is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 pi over 12. All right, so we can write our equations. We're going to write it into the equation. Wait, I'm just going to erase some of this. Y equals A sine or cosine, B x minus c plus d. So our sine function is going to be y equals 5 sine. Our b value is 3, x minus pi over 4 plus 1. And our cosine function, same thing. The only thing that changes is it will be 5 pi over 12. And we already kind of made equations, so this isn't anything new, but just know that you can always make it as both a sine and as a cosine. Alright, and that's the end of that lesson. Sticking a fork in it, I'm done. I screwed that up. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Ignore me. Bye!